Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, as usual, it's been a while. This probably looks a little different since the last part. Just went ahead and got up here to the Huntsman's Copse. I wanted to go ahead and just run here. There's nothing really too much to say other than that. So, I mentioned that I was thinking about not using the halberd anymore. I took some time and leveled up a few weapons to see if I liked anything, and there's some stuff I liked, but this actually was still doing the most damage, and it's giving me some options that really weren't available to me with some of my other possible selections. So yeah, if you'll notice, I just kind of cleared out some of this junk. No real reason, I think, for me to make you watch that. It's kind of annoying. So gonna try to get through maybe both sections here. Don't know yet. I haven't really planned out the run too much. I was just most of this pre-recording was done again to really test viability of some of these other weapons I was thinking about using. I pulled out the Murakamo, which is kind of nice in some aspects. I tried out the Haide lance, which is pretty good. Or not lance, spear, excuse me, which may make an appearance in another video. There's a lot of really cool possible options. Unfortunately, again, the damage and other options weren't as heavy. Wait, no, that's the wrong word. I didn't feel like my options were as my options my options weren't as good, I didn't feel. I don't know, the Murakamo was good. It just didn't have the same distance, and that kind of stressed me out a little bit, not being able to really put some space between myself and the my assailants. Holy crap, that was almost really stupid. No, I was gonna say the spear is great. I mean, it's super fast. In fact, I might actually switch to it now to deal with these guys, just because they're a little bit speedier. It does pretty good damage. It's not as good as the oh, that was great. It's not as good as the halberd, as you can tell, but I mean, it still does pretty good work. Good range on it too. And like I said, it's a little bit speedier, which I like, in comparison to the halberd, which is very slow unless you two-hand it. And because I'm not adjusting this build to kind of take into account that Dex Faith build's kind of below now, because Faith sucks now, you know, I'm trying to find the best possible combination of weapons and stats and stuff, because I'm really not trying to respec here. I really don't want to have to do that. I've kind of just said screw it, and this is going to be a harder playthrough than I wanted. But what I may end up doing is adding some points into strength down the road, and maybe getting some of the strength slash dex or strength slash faith scaling weapons, and see if that actually helps at all. It's kind of hard to tell if it will or not. It may just be a waste of points. If it is, then that might be a time I'd respec. But you know, we'll come to that bridge when we come to it. So for right now, though, I'm not unhappy with this build. I'm just kind of grumpy that Faith has a stat got just absolutely nerfed into the ground. It's borderline pointless to use now, and that's just really sad. It really is. It makes me sad. I'm not one of those people who's a diehard spellcaster. In fact, the first time I ever played like a pure caster build was my first run through of the game, which is, and it was fun. So I enjoyed it. I'm just kind of sad that people aren't allowed to play the way they want to anymore. I mean, technically you can, but again, it definitely is it's a harder run, no doubt about it. And I mean, that just kind of sucks. So now that I'm done with those guys, I'm gonna switch back. Yeah, I can put both of them on and still get a really good roll. I'm just kind of lazy. Let's see if I can get the backstab on these guys. Which, nope, maybe, nope. Well, we both sucked. That's really funny. There it is. I didn't even know you could backstab these dudes until I heard a guy talking about it in another video. I think that's awesome. Yeah, I'm so used to like the most big enemy just being backstabbable. Backstabbable. That doesn't seem like a real word. It's not. I made it up. Oh yeah, these guys break guard, or their attacks break through your shield, is what I was trying to say. Man, I just want to backstab you again because it's so cool. Go, go. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Although it looks really goofy when you do that because they're so freaking big, it just kind of looks like you're holding your hand in front of their face, like, look what I got. Who's a good boy? It's like you got a treat and you're trying to, like, tempt him with it. But it's fun. So I'm going to do it again, even though I don't need to. Why did I roll twice? I didn't hit the button twice. Ooh. Protect me, trees. Come on. Come on, do your, like, forward thing. No. I keep doing it wrong. Try to hit me. Come on. No. Fine. You win. You win. I'll fight you the regular way. One thing I did notice in kind of going through this area a little bit earlier was that, like, nothing gets, like, none of my skills, or not skills, none of my weapons seem to break poise very well. So I end up kind of, like, just thrashing about on dudes for, like, a long-ass time. And it's really kind of bad, because this build, isn't, like, a hugely damaging build. So it gets kind of stressful when enemies are, like, coming up your ass. And, you can't really stop them from attacking you. It's really not the most fun thing in the world. But, I made my bed, so I'm going to have to lie in it, unfortunately. I know that sounds like complaining. It's really not complaining. I'm just still kind of grumpy that Fate got nerfed so hard. Because I really did want to play like a hybrid build, and now I'm kind of stuck with like a Dex character who just has a bunch of points dumped into the wrong stats. You know what I mean? But it's fine. Like I said, if I'm gonna put some points in strength, I think, and we'll see how that turns out. I think it should be fine. I might have to go check my like stats and stuff and see where I'm at right now, but it should be fine, I think. Let's just pull these guys back so that I can deal with them. Away from the archer. There we go, not too bad. Eat it. Eat it. So how's everybody doing? Good, I hope. You excited for Bloodborne? I am. It looks like it's going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be a nice departure from the series, actually. I was super worried, actually, that the Souls games are going to get really freaking stale or just, like, out of good ideas if they just kept pumping along on this course. So I'm really glad to see that they're doing something different. You know, from what I hear, it looks like they're kind of favoring and pushing for the, you know, strength-based classes to be the ones that, you know, are kind of dominant. You know, it's not as much ranged, which is fine. I'm just glad that it's understood from the get-go that that's, like, what's gonna happen. Oh, get it. So sexy when that happens. So sexy. Yeah, so it's looking like it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's exciting, though, that it's kind of such a departure from the Soul series, and that it's got such a different title that, you know, people actually might be drawn into the games that were scared, you know, of the Souls name, because it's a series that's synonymous with just being punishing, and that's not everybody's, you know, that's not everybody's bag. You know, I don't think the games are as bad as people make them out to be, but it, you know, depending on what kind of gaming background you come from, I can totally see it being the kind of thing that just drives you to the brink of madness. Or you just quit. You just quit. And that's no fun, you know. I mean, not that I think Bloodborne's going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. I just think it's going to be different in a lot of good ways. And I think FromSoft has probably learned some very good lessons about what to do and what not to do in the next titles in the series. You know, they've had a lot of time to make changes and adjustments on things. They've had 3 games now, and I think this has the potential to be the best of the series. You know, I know fans across the net are pretty dang excited about the idea of Bloodborne, just conceptually, and I'm pretty excited too. That's not what I wanted, but that'll work. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna back up. Okay. Talk about rocking a hard place. Oh my god, this is really bad. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. See if I can get this Estus before somebody backstabs me. Alright, just gonna run here. This is really bad. Alright, well, we're not totally fucked yet. Wow, okay, all that was completely unexpected. Let's see what we can do. This is a really bad idea, too. I'm sorry, I'm quiet. I'm just really concentrating. Oh, that's great. Really don't want to go in this room. Oh well, too late. Damn it. I was hoping I could roll around and I'd be fine. I probably would have been. Jeez. Wow, where did all those guys come from? I mean, I know where they came from, but jeez. That surprised the heck out of me. Time to replan. Guess I won't go. Guess I won't go the top route then. I think that's really what screwed me the hardest. Oh man, I gotta do this whole run again. Let's see if I can just run. I have no idea what can, will, won't, might follow me, so I'm just gonna run. Also, I forgot to get the thing that was in here. So maybe it wasn't all bad that I went backwards. Oh yay, stuff that I'm totally never gonna use. Okay. Run! Oh, that's the wrong way. Yeah, I'm doing a really dumb thing. I just realized, I was like, these guys aren't going to give up, are they? I continually forget to draw, not distance, but the draw capacity, I guess. Enemies just never seem to give up in this game, which is really weird. Like, you would expect after you've run, like, out of line of sight, that they would just be like, fuck it. But most of them will just challenge you to the brink. Oh, except, you know, right now when they've just given up. Color me stupid. But it happens. I'm just glad they stopped following me. That's good to know. I can just haul ass and get away from all that shit. Ow. That archer is a pain. Did he fall off? No, he's still there. I thought he'd fallen off because I didn't see his him still trying to peg me with arrows. I'm sure you've all seen the AI in this game do some really wacky stuff. Oh, Revenger. Ooh. But yeah, it does, man. Like, he'll just fall off ledges for no good reason and like start walking into walls. If you can break the path thing, the game just goes weird sometimes. Alright, so let's pull this guy. His fancy maneuvers. Pick this up. I have no idea what's in here. Oh, this is the, that's right, the back way. Into, sorry, I was thinking, which is dangerous. The back route into this area, which I think is a safer route. So I will come back there later. I want to dispatch with this area first. See if I can figure out why I got assaulted by like 3 red phantoms at the same time. I mean, I'm sure there's a reason, and that reason is probably I wasn't paying attention, but still. Trying to figure this shit out. Undead lock-away key, so that opens the door back here to bonfire, I think. I'm gonna go check. And hopefully I won't eat shit on the way there. Yeah, you can work your way back around. If this was just like new game, I would probably just wait and come back around through that passage right there. But I'm not, because I want this bonfire. And talk to Creighton. Who I killed, I think, the first time I played through, so I'm gonna save him instead of Pate this time. They're both kind of bad dudes, so you're not really, yeah, I found that out after watching somebody else's playthrough. I found out that, yeah, they're both kind of shitty guys. Like, neither of them are actually, like, good. They're just kind of neutral, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, they're not exactly, like, terrible people, but they're not I mean, easiest way to put it, they're people who exist in this world. They're thieves. They have honor, but it's, you know, thieves' honor. But really, they just fucking hate each other. For a supposed betrayal. You never find out who or what or why or anything like that. But it's just one of those things that it kind of goes unexplained, unfortunately. But it's not necessary to any kind of plot, so it's not really that necessary either. Okay, I see. I see. So he just materializes here. Oh. Oh, so... So they ambush you. One spawns in front of you and one spawns behind you. Okay, so... Okay, I got it. I got it. Well, maybe I think I got it. I will trigger them, turn around, and try to make it back here. That will be my solution to this dilemma, I think. Just gotta kill all these lackeys first. Yeah, I mean, you know, the more I think about it, I think the core of the frustration for most people in the Souls series is the repetition of having to go through the same areas over and over and over and over and over and over and over if you die. And you will die. You know, and it is frustrating. There's, you know, you can't argue with people that's not, don't you do it. That's not frustrating. Because it is. It just sucks having to go back. It always sucks to have to go back. No matter, you know, no matter what game you're playing. But it's really difficult, like, when you're playing an unforgiving game, because you just feel like, you know, sometimes it feels unwinnable. You just feel like there's literally nothing I can do to make this better. I'm just going to continually lose. So it's difficult to have the necessary persistence in this game, unfortunately. And I think that's the killer. So I'm kind of hoping, and you know, I'm not too versed on what's going to be in Bloodborne and what isn't, but I'm kind of hoping that there's more of like a traditional checkpoint system, so that people don't just get absolutely mangled and just end up hating the game. Alright. There he is. Cool. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to pull back. Just take these guys on one at a time. We're going to play it really safe, too. Not going to try to do anything too crazy. Just get in a couple hits when we can. Stay out of range. Let's see if I can kill him here. Nope. That sucks. Alright, that's fine. That's one down. See if we drop something cool. Oh, that's useful. Alright, and then for the next one. Or did he... No, there he is. I was thinking he might have fallen off the fucking level. See, look, his pathing has gone nuts. Let's see if I can backstab him. Nope. So Rowena is in now. But, wait a minute. Something just died. Hey, he did fall off. Check that out. Yeah, that shit will happen. Especially on these thin ledges, man. The enemy pathing isn't so great sometimes. You know, it's not terrible. And in fact, I think it gets a lot more grief than it probably should. But, Enemies, yeah, they'll just fucking eat shit a lot. So Rowena, priestess robe. So Rowena is a girl, huh? I've always thought it was a dude. I guess that's just sexist of me to assume that it's a guy, but the big, like, antlered horned helmet? Deer, male, right? That's not a crazy assumption. Huh. That's interesting. I guess I just didn't notice that the first time through. This area is just rad. I've always loved, like, areas behind waterfalls. Now, the water kind of looks like shit, but I still think it's cool. And the sound design here is pretty nice, too. This is a really comforting kind of oceanic sound. Comforting in a area that is comfortless. So let's see what we can do here.